Hello, DJ Waldo here, Director of Community at Blue Sky Factory with today's email review. Today we are looking at an email that was forwarded to me from Trish Carey, who is at Portland State University and manages their email there. The subject line of this particular email was "Plan for a busy fall with new courses from the PDC." As I say often when it comes to subject lines, I can tell you what I think is the best subject line. I often recommend doing something creative, something that's consistent with your brand or company, or in this case, college. However, it's really all about testing. And so the key to that is test which subject line works best for your particular audience. And most service providers provide a pretty easy tool to do some type of A/B testing, and you can do the winner based on opens or clicks or conversions or whatever goal of your email campaign. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I often do is I like to look at these emails with images off, and you can see here this email renders very, very nicely. And as I scroll down, the reason for that, as you can tell, is it's very text heavy, and I'll come back to that later. But it does render nicely, and this is good if folks are viewing it on a mobile device that may not have images automatically enabled, or email clients like Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail that tend to block images by default. So I'm going to load the images in a second, but I do want to comment on a few things that I like about this with images off. You can see there's a lot of different links in here that you can see, and you can easily see with the images off. I think this is often a missed opportunity for folks that I'd like to see tested more often. This space up here is known as the pre-header. You typically see things in there like view in browser or please add us to the safe sender list, etc., etc. In this case, there's a call to action here that's talking about learn about new programs and what's happening in the regional economy. A great opportunity to add a link here as a call to action and just test it. See, do people click on that link up above? Remember, the pre-header is the area that people tend to see first, and a lot of email clients, specifically in Gmail, that's kind of that little snippet text that renders in your inbox before you even click on it. So it seems to me like that's the main call to action, and again, I'd recommend trying to have that link to see what would happen. Okay, so let me go ahead and enable images here. And you can see the image definitely enhances this message, but is certainly not critical to it. I do notice, however, though, as I try to mouse over this image, I'd make that clickable as well. So it looks like, people like to see these images, they like to click on things. Great opportunity to link this possibly to those new programs, or maybe even just directly to Portland State University. And you can see here this is for the Professional Development Center specifically. So again, with images enabled, you can see they only really have a few images that are embedded within this message. You've got one here, you've got one here. Although I'd have to go back and disable images for a second, but I didn't notice this piece too, the connect with us, when images were turned off. So I like that they do have at least some text around this to say to get the latest from the Professional Development Center, connect with us on Twitter and Facebook. I often say that I think too infrequently do we see email marketers that give you a reason to connect with them on, in this case, Twitter and Facebook. So kudos to Portland State University for at least getting the latest from the Professional Development Center. But what else? Am I going to get something different on Twitter if I follow you or connect with you on Twitter than I am on Facebook, than I am in this email? So I'd suggest making that a little bit clear. A lot of white space, or in this case gray space at the bottom here, that's possibly just a formatting thing that can be fixed, or it just is what it is. Again, down here I see these icons, the social sharing icons of Facebook, Twitter. I'm sorry, just the social icons. I'm not sure if these are shareable or not. So they seem to be very small, whether at the bottom or the top. Again, a great thing to test. I'm not certain about this email. The only thing on a design level I don't love about this email is I'm not certain what I'm supposed to do. There's a lot of information here, a lot of things to click, a lot of things to register for. What is the main call to action? It does talk in the subject line about plan for a busy fall with new courses. So are these all new courses, or are these articles I can read? I'd like to see that a little bit more clear. And for me, the text is a little bit small. That may be something worth testing as well. So again, this is DJ Waldo, Director of Community at Blue Sky Factory with today's email review.